So, quartering. So, what is the salt mine you're referring to? Where was the salt that was coming from me?
Oh, well, it appears to me, at least, that you're taking this criticism pretty personally. But maybe that's just me not being fair. I don't know. But I don't really see a lot of criticisms.
Point it
Like,
out to me how I'm taking it personally. Show me.
well, you shot a 20-minute video in response.
Yeah, to faggots trying to ruin something fun. Yeah.
That doesn't sound salty at all.
No, that sounds realistic. I hate when Redditors stick their nose into something and then fuck it up with their dumb critiques that really don't have any bearing on what the audience wants.
So who's a dumb faggot?
Well, you'd be among them. You've said a lot of
So
dumb fucking shit.
so I'm a dumb faggot.
Yeah.
So okay, so now we're getting to some
Well,
high
sure we are
quality
with your passive
content.
aggressive. Oh, Jim's being salty because what, Andy made fun of your Magic the Gathering game?
Well, I don't
After
think
you
you
said,
know what
"Oh,
passive aggression is, Jim.
Jim's been fair to me," but all of a sudden Jim's got a salt mine because you read me talking about people in my comment section and thought it applied to you. Maybe that says something about your mentality more than what I'm saying.
Well, your tweet didn't say it was in your comment section, to be fair, did it?
My tweet didn't say it was at you either. You read into it.
Yeah, that's probably fair. So you're saying that you don't think
Oh
I'm
no,
salty,
no,
but I'm a faggot.
no,
Trying to
yeah,
ruin something you
yeah,
like, right?
yes,
Something
no,
trying to
most
ruin
definitely.
something pure.
I've noticed people like you like to use the we language a lot. Like, oh, we and us and stuff. You're not a part of this shit. You're not hosting blood sports. Who cares what your fucking
What do you
input
mean?
is?
What do you
About? It's entertainment. Why would it have a goal in the long run?
So Jim, am I not allowed to have an opinion?
You can have an opinion, but it's fucking retarded.
So your analysis of what couldn't have been a softer critique is that I'm a faggot trying to ruin something
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah, that is my analysis. Yes.
Well, I
That
mean,
is my analysis 100%. Yes.
I I guess I can't argue with that. I mean, that's some solid logic.
Well, I know I like to be sound. I like to use that rationalist, skeptical mindset. That's how I like to approach the internet. Yeah. I also thought a lot of the other things you said in your video were fucking dumb too. I mean, you went on about it was wrong for Andy to show Skype messages from Sargon.
It
Why?
is fucking wrong
Why? Should he be a
because
bitch? Should he be a bitch and
He
let somebody
fucking
lie
lied
about him
about
and be
me.
a
He lied
Andy,
about me.
let me and Quartering have our talk. Mute yourself.
Sorry.
Should he be a bitch and be a little beta and let somebody say something that's not true?
so you're saying that there's no implied confidence when somebody's skyping another person.
You're
That every
talking to fucking
conversation.
people on the you're talking to people on the internet.
No,
Did you
I'm
sign a
talking to
fucking
somebody.
did you sign a non-disclosure agreement? Is there a privacy notification when you're DMing people?
Jim, you're trying to compare like a public tweet versus a personal Skype conversation. I didn't say it was illegal. I said that it's immoral.
So Quartering, could I just make up a bunch of shit about you, and then if you had information that wasn't true from private conversations, you would never use that?
Have I before?
If Hasbro or Wizard said
Have
shit
I?
about you and you had an email to talk about it, you would never share that because that's a private correspondence.
Well, an email
There's
from
implied privacy,
Hasbro.
right?
Jim, an email from Hasbro is not the same thing as two friends talking on Skype. You can't possibly think it is.
How much
Is
of a
that your
friend
argument?
is he if he's going to lie?
You don't even, he didn't need to show anything to prove his point, did he, Jim?
According your mic is a little bit fucked.
God damn it.
And also, me and him ain't pals. We're acquaintances on YouTube.
That's good, Andy. Mute yourself. But yeah, how much of friends would they be if he's going to lie about him in front of a large audience?
Is that fixed?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Does anybody else have that happen on Hangouts? Like after
Hangouts are
60
dog
seconds?
shit.
It happens a
Google
lot. You just
Hangouts
have
are
to refresh the page.
Fucking awful.
I don't understand why that. It seems to happen to me. Like I think it must be an exact amount of time, like a minute 20 or something. It fucking glitches out all the time. So wait, how do I get angry again? Oh yeah, okay. So you're saying, I mean, I think I said the wording used in that video is that is something I wouldn't do. I don't do that. I don't think that it's fair to say, well, you leak an email from Wizards of the Coast. That's the same thing as emailing or sharing DMs. I don't agree with that. That doesn't mean I'm right.
So
I just
what
don't
should
agree.
Andy have done? Just sat there and taken it?
He didn't even need to acknowledge it, did he?
Oh, so he should be a good boy and keep his mouth shut and just not acknowledge it when somebody
Jim,
talks shit about
Jim,
it.
that's not what I said.
What are you saying, Quartering? What should Andy have done in response to being lied about on a live stream by Sargon of Akkad in front of like fucking 8,000 people? What should he have done?
He didn't need to show up. I'm not saying the guy should go to jail. I'm saying
nobody's bringing up criminality. What should Andy have done? That's all I'm asking.
He could address it without sharing private conversations. He did not need. Everybody in his chat believed him, and everybody in Sargon's chat believed him. That's the way it fucking goes with this shit, right? No.
So then I guess he changed minds by showing he had proof.
That Skype conversation was far from proof.
Andy, okay, I'm going to let Andy interject here because there is one follow-up to this, and he mentioned it when you guys talked about it on stream as a follow-up. Andy, you had previous conversations with Sargon nailing this down, didn't you? That was the last part of like a 3 or 4 part interaction with him. Andy, this is where you unmute yourself.
Yeah, sorry. I went to grab some food, and I'm listening on my phone, and I'm like, fuck, and I ran back. Sorry, what did you ask?
I said that the Skype conference, or the DMs, whatever, that you had shown talking to Sargon about nailing down a Spencer and him rematch, that was the last part of like a 3 or 4 part interaction with him that spanned over a month, was it not?
Yeah, I'd say a month and a week. I asked
and you had confirmations from not only him but V that he was interested in doing it, that he was going to do it, that it was going to happen, correct?
Yeah, well, actually, he was the one who told V to message me to set this up. And then I asked him, I think twice, and I also asked V a bunch of times. And then when you brought it up on Kumite a few weeks ago, which was February, whatever, that's the last message. I'm like, hey, man, people are asking when you want to be doing this stream. And then he said fairly soon. And I was like, cool. And then when he was on Baked Alaska stream, the only reason I was pissed off was it's been like a month and a week of fucking pure jerking around. And then he said on Baked Alaska stream, I never told him I wanted to talk to Spencer. And I was like, okay, that's.
But not only did he acknowledge that he wanted to do it, he had V contact you to set it up.
Well, you don't know that, do you?
He did, yes.
You know that
is V lying?
Him? I don't know. I'm asking. I'm not saying I know better. I'm asking.
Well, that was the whole birth of the idea.
So you're saying,
Andy, it sounds like you need to bring V on.
He's probably around.
It was live. Hang on. I know
V was trying to get it set up quite a few days on the Kumite a few weeks ago. I don't remember how many weeks ago it was.
I have to let people know. I know there was no date set. I never said there was a date set. All I'm saying was he wanted to speak to Spencer, and then on Baked Alaska stream, he said he never said that. So now that he says he wants to, fair enough, cool. You let me know when you want that to happen. Okay, but don't tell people you never said you wanted to speak to him because you did.
Well, this whole thing is a semantic argument, right? It's the same thing where you said, oh, it's a debate. I wanted to have a conversation. Well, it's supposed to be a debate.
No, the quartering. He said he never told me he wanted to speak to Spencer. That's not semantics. That's a straight out lie, right? And then when I brought it up,
there, Andy. I don't know.
Then he was
right.
And then when I brought it up, he was like, "Well, there was no date set." I'm like, "I wasn't talking about a date. I'm just talking about you saying the original point." And he's like, "Well, that's not a promise." I'm like, "But that is a commitment. But fine, whatever, cool." Mm-hmm. Now let me know when you want it to happen. Don't tell people. That's like you saying, "Hey, Andy, I want on your show," and then you saying on your show, I never said I wanted on. And then I go in front of everyone, well, you did say that. And you're like, I didn't set a date. I'm like, well, yeah, I know we're not talking about dates right now. We're talking about you just wanting to just be on generally.
No, I get it. I understand that you wanted to prove that you were, in your opinion, you were telling the truth or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's just a different set of standards. I'm not saying it's worse. I'm saying I've been in the position before when Boogie was fucking ass blasting me. Did I release his Skype conversation? No, because it's just not fucking worth it. Being right is not the end all be all. You could have just said, in my opinion, okay, whatever. You're lying.
No. Hang on. My job is this. So when you slander my job, basically, that I can't set up debates or I don't know how to talk to people, like, it's not like he was like.
Is that what he was saying, Andy? Is that what he said?
Yeah, but he's making me seem like I'm lying when I'm setting up debates, which makes me look bad.
But don't most of your fans call him like Sargoy or something like that. Like nobody in your base gives a fuck about what he has to say, don't you think?
I wouldn't say all.
That's convicting the loud minority for the majority.
Is it? Okay. I mean, I'm reading chat and all I see is, nonstop puns on. Sorry, I don't think they really give a shit what he has to say.
That's the people who are in the chat, though.
Chat?
Hold on,
no.
hold on, though. That's the people who are in the chat. That's kind of reflective of the thumbs up, thumbs down ratio. A lot of people just like to watch.
Yeah, okay, fine. So you would say that you think it was imperative for you to... I mean, I'm not saying you did... Like I said, I wouldn't have done it. That was literally my point. If you watch the video, I couldn't have been kinder about it. It's not like I called you an asshole.
It's fine. It's fine. I know.
I said I don't share personal conversations that I don't think other people should either, especially if it's just.
Can I say something about that real quick? Hold on, real quick, Andy. I do have an objection to that. You said you don't release personal conversations.
Yeah, I would prefer not to. Yeah.
Well, you said that you didn't.
I didn't say.
I'm not going to talk about the Magic the Gathering thing. There's a conversation that V talked about you releasing between yourself and Boogie. That would be a private conversation.
Never released it. V is pissed off at me because I didn't.
Oh, I thought you like gave.
Yeah,
he said you gave it to him or something.
No, we were on a playing a game and Boogie was fucking blowing me up, and I said in the game Boogie's blowing me up, and he wanted me to release it, but I wouldn't because it's just not worth it to be right to me. I mean, it would have been very damaging for him, but what's the fucking point? Just to make him look bad? Like that's no point to me.
Yeah, but hang on. There's a difference between what he did and
he made a video.
Hang on. Me showing one message saying yes fairly soon.
But what you say, yeah, okay.
It's not like he's fucking yelling at me or anything or swearing or it's damaging to his. It's just him. It's just me proving that I am saying the truth. That's all it was.
And to be clear, I don't think Sargon, whatever that video was where he showed Coach Red Pill's docs or whatever on that website, I think that's fucking stupid too. Like I don't think
the message said him saying fairly soon, much different than a docs, and also he was making me look bad in front of 8,000 people. So fuck him.
So and it wasn't uploads a video. So it's just a different set of standards is all, right?
Yeah,
so Boogie uploads a video to what, 3 million people? He probably has a couple 100,000 active out of that. Just shitting on me. And I have the opportunity to be right, but I don't do it. So I'm just saying I live by my own standards.
Okay, so
it sounds douchey, but I'm not you do what you gotta do.
I would release it if it was in front of 3 million people. Fuck them.
But I didn't. I'm just saying I don't think it's worth it just to be right on the internet. It's hard to see if there's right or wrong.
My name and clearing my name is more important.
Yeah, okay. So you're saying you felt like it was necessary, and that's fine. Yeah, I disagree. Right. I don't think anyone gave a shit that Sargon was waffling on whether or not he said it was a debate or a conversation or if he had officially agreed to it. He came on the first time, didn't he? I mean, I'm not privy to these personal conversations. I don't want to be like V and
quartering. Yes, he did come on the first time, but don't tell 8,000 people that you never spoke to me about that. And then me show one message that obviously proves you're wrong, and then change the goalpost saying I was talking about the dates. That's it.
Yeah, I know that you view that message as vindicating, and maybe you're right, but it read to me as like yeah, sure, when I get to it. That's how I read it.
Yeah. And he said on Baked Alaska stream that he never spoke to me about that.
Is that what he said? I never spoke to you?
Yes. He said, I never said that. Then I hop on and then I'm like, look at this message. And he's like, I didn't say a date. I'm like, I'm going to talk about fucking dates. Talk about you just generally being on.
Okay, so could you...
If he doesn't want to be on, whatever, I would like him to be on. That would be a very awesome round 2. Plus, he's the one who brought it up. That would be cool.
I would want a round 2 if I were him, too.
Huh?
I said I would want a round 2 as well.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it would be very fun and interesting. So I was down for it. But don't like head on in front of 8,000 people say I never. But I'm done with it. If he wants to come on, send me a date and cool. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in his head, right? I'm just saying could have come on. Look, we're not going to agree here, and that's fine. My point is just that you could have come on and said, look, Sargon, this is what you said. You didn't need to expose it.
I could have done a lot of things.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I'm a different person.
You could have bombed him. Or you could have flew a plane into his building.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of things I could have done.
Okay, Andy, you get that out of your system.
No.
You can get it out of yourself now so we can continue our
I'm just
conversation.
joking. I'm just joking. Go ahead. I'm gonna make some food.
Back to the corner. Yeah, but if I were in Andy's position, I'm not gonna let somebody fucking run their mouth and make shit up, and then if I have evidence that they're making it up, not use it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's certainly you're right. But you would say that when you're having a
rights. I don't know anybody that would allow somebody to blatantly lie about them, and if they could easily prove that it's a lie, not use that evidence.
Far more people would not release personal Skype conversations to win a gay-ass internet argument.
Really, far more. You think
Yes.
far more people would allow themselves to be lied about if they could easily prove it was a lie?
Far more people don't give a shit about internet drama.
For some weird thing. What you keep saying internet drama? So he's lying about him. That's just internet drama. If
You
people
guys
make
are
shit
acting
about
like
you,
it
that's
was
just internet drama. You're going to let it slide. You're not going to respond.
No, but you're acting like him, whether or not he hard agreed to coming on the show was some slight at Andy's reputation.
Well, no, you're making it sound like it's some moral quandary to be able to be like, yeah, this guy's full of shit. Look, here you go. There's the evidence that he's full of shit.
My point is that,
quandary.
So Jim, if I know your real name and and I said, this is Jim's name, and you said, no, it's not, and I just published it on the internet, you're like, oh, that's cool. You told it to me in a Skype chat, so it's fair game. It's on the fucking internet, right?
You could do whatever you like, man.
Oh, okay. So you would be okay with that?
Quartering, if you want to try to dox me, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So it's about doxing. My point is that when you
just said if I know your real name and I want to release it, let's not dance around what you're talking about here. If you want to dox me, go for it. Knock yourself out, Quartering.
Well, I wouldn't do that. That's not my standard. But I'm saying your argument is that when, let's say we are on Skype, whatever, together, that what we say together to each other on Skype, there's no kind of unwritten rule of what's the word I'm looking for? Like privacy. You think that it's a Skype conversation between internet personalities, whatever word you want to use, that it's just like it should be assumed that this shit just can get published at any time.
You're comparing some really weird shit here. He had somebody say a lie about him, and he proved with a simple conversation, a screen cap, by showing it that wasn't true. To releasing personal information, it feels like you're grasping at straws here. Again, it's not a moral quandary. If somebody makes something up about you and talks shit about you, and you have easy access to information that shows that they're full of shit, who in the right mind wouldn't use that? What kind of soy mindset would that be? It just seems weird.
Why is it a soy mindset?
Because you're being a little beta bitch and letting people run over you when you don't need to let them do it. I'm calling it what it is. That's what it is. It's being a bitch. It's bending a knee for no reason.
What is bending a knee about not feeling an endless, unsatisfiable need to win every argument in life?
You mean defend yourself against somebody lying about
what,
you?
Jim?
Defend yourself against somebody lying about you. What is difficult for you to understand about that simple statement, Quartering?
How was Andy's business, as he puts it, affected by Sargon in any way? You mean how it blew up?
How would a guest that's coming on his show saying that the host lied about private communication, setting up a date to come on, how would that affect his business?
Yeah,
shit, I don't know.
How it affected him
how would somebody saying that the car you sold me from your used car lot exploded? What the fuck are you talking about?
Has he had any trouble getting guests on?
And his live stream is his show, and Sargon is a potential guest telling people, I never talked to the host, he's making shit up. It's probably going to adversely affect his business when other people say, I don't want to communicate with Andy Worski, he's a fucking liar. Sargon of Akkad told me that he promised something that he never set up. How is that? What the fuck are you talking about? That just did happen.
Where? Who backed out because of what Sargon said?
Because I came on and I showed that he was lying, people knew instantly that he was bullshitting. If I didn't come on, people would think I'm a liar, therefore potentially ruining future shows. And don't compare doxing someone's name to showing a message that says, yeah, I'll do it. Fucking God.
Well, Jim says it's fine, right? If Jim tells me his real name in a Skype chat and I have to win an argument,
doxing is different than going like, no, he said yes.
Yeah, he did say yes. I know. He said yes.
So don't compare fucking doxing.
I'm not comparing it. Maybe that wasn't it.
If I showed a message that had someone's name on it, I'd probably blur out the fucking name.
You would. I'm sure you would. That's probably not a great example. It should have been something more sensitive, but not a name, right? That's probably a bad example.
It wasn't to win an internet drama argument.
Oh,
it
sure
was
it
a
was, Andy.
blatant lie. Cordery is a fucking lie about how I
If
run
I go
my
back and
fucking
listen to that
business.
stream, you guys hash it out,
Go ahead.
right?
He said, I didn't say that. Here's a message that says, yes, I did. That
But
makes me look horrible.
Yeah, but I remember watching it. Maybe I need to go back and watch it again. But when I was watching it, here's what I heard. I never agreed to that. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Like, it wasn't that he was blatantly ever denying. It was a 30-minute semantic
Am I crazy
bullshit.
right now? Am I crazy
And what you
right now?
showed was more semantics, right? He wasn't saying, if you would have showed, oh, yeah, I'll be on Friday at 7 p.m., that proves your argument. Not, sure, when I get to it, mate. Or whatever the fuck it was, right?
Are you kidding me, dude?
No, do I sound like I'm kidding?
Like, I don't know why you're fucking virtue signaling about me showing a message that said, yeah.
What do you mean? Jim brought it back up after you were done talking about it. I was responding to him. I don't give a fuck. You can share whatever you want, right?
I would only, if you're going to ruin me in front of 8,000 people, when
now you ruined you.
Well, it makes me look horrible.
Come on,
yes.
you're not saying you're being a bit hyperbolic at all. You're completely
fine, not ruining me. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of pissed right now. When he's trying to make me look like a liar, I apologize for exaggerating. When he tries to make me look like a liar, and he's been jerking me around for a month and a week in front of 8,000 people, yeah, I came in a little bit hot, and I showed the message. If you don't want to show messages, that's fucking fine. That's cool. If that's not what you do,
but that's all I said, Andy. I didn't say.
Okay.
That's all I said in the video.
But you keep saying why right now, and my why is you made me look bad in front of 8,000 people. Here's a message that proved you wrong, and then you change the goalpost. Now we are where we are. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I felt like I said what
done.
Yeah,
me too.
I was done with it the first time, but I was just responding back to it. Like,
Andy, you should check your DM real quick.
Did you get your boy, Tommy C? You want me to jump off?
Oh, fuck. I doubt it. That guy's never going to come on. He was going nuts early. He's drunk as fuck.
That girl was on a roll. I never heard so many motherfuckers in a 7-minute span in my life.
I verbally beat the shit out of him. Tommy. Get your fucking ass on here.
Hey, quartering.
Hi, Jim.
Yeah. Joy. Quartering.
Yeah.
So you would never, ever in your entire YouTube history ever show a private message.
Is that what I said, Andy? Because this is the blood sports gotchism, right? That's not what I fucking said, man.
Okay, then what did you say?
He said he wouldn't do it to win an internet argument.
Okay.
And if I did, it was a mistake, right? This is the whole gotchaism that I even talked about in the video, right? Show me a fucking screenshot of me showing something. Go ahead.
You
actually tweet it out publicly so I can retweet it.
No, I'm not gonna send any personal information from other people. I don't know what the argument is about.
All right, now hold on.
I don't run like that.
Now you hold on. You label it a gotcha, but hold up. You label it a gotcha, but don't you think? I mean, when your argument is it's a double standard for Andy and not someone else, don't you think that's you applying a double standard and not him?
No, that's not my argument though.
That was what you were saying earlier. All right, I'll give you a chance to clarify it up, but that's what I was understanding is that
I don't. Yeah, so if it's a Skype conversation, I don't think it should be shared. Doesn't mean I made that. If I've done it before in the past, it was wrong then too. Is that fair to say then? Better way to unless it's to save somebody from like physical harm, in my opinion. Like I believe I shared one with the cops when I thought someone was gonna commit suicide, but I also didn't.
It's an internet argument, so never mind.
What's that?
Oh, okay. So I get what you're saying. You're saying people shouldn't share messages, even though you may do it from time to time.
I shouldn't do it if I do it either. Right? I shouldn't be doing that shit. It's not. I feel like at least with Skype and DMs. Obviously, if it's like on Twitter or whatever, who gives a shit, right? It's already public.
You did say you wouldn't do it at some point.
Yeah. I would. I mean, right. I did say it shouldn't be done or something like that. I didn't say I never did it.
No. Earlier you said you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I would not.
Now you wouldn't.
I did. God damn it, Andy.
Right? I'm just trying to be like, I want to iron everything out. You said you wouldn't do it.
It's not cool, okay? If you want to talk to Beta for saying it's not cool, then that's cool by me. You know, that's fine. People should do whatever the fuck they want, right? But I feel like if I'm DMing somebody, I feel maybe other people don't feel the same way, but I feel like there's some unspoken rule of like this is private for a reason, right?
Is that why you released his DM, or you mean like right now you wouldn't release it? Now
Who's DM?
It's not cool.
Who's DM?
Like, it was a message between you and some guy.
Some guy. Give me some.
I have it right here. Okay, let me.
Give me a hint.
Does it have his name?
An MTG subscriber of yours.
And I shared their DM against their will. Maybe
his name may start with.
It seems like you had caught him in something.
His name starts with J.
Oh, I don't know. You have to maybe tell me later or something. But I'm not saying I've never done it before.
His name starts with J, ends with Y, and rhymes with Toei.
Are you talking about fucking? Hold on a second. I'm gonna send you a name. What's his fucking name?
No, it's cool though. I understand.
I shouldn't have probably done that either, right? If this is who I'm thinking of, what is his fucking name? Wait.
No, it's not Joey. It's not Joey. Everyone, stop running Joey. That's not what I said.
I thought he said Joy.
No. But it wasn't Joey also. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Ixnay on the real Joey name, eh?
Jesus Christ, Andy.
That was good, right, Tonka?
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. I was just anyway. That's all I wanted to do a little step in there because I just found it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I sent you
irony. I love irony.
Well, it's not irony, right? It would be.
Wait. No, never mind. Go ahead.
check a DM. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know his real. I actually can't think of his real name, but
I know his real name. Starts with J, ends with Y, and rhymes.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Bowie.
I think he's public about his name, but there's really no point to bring him.
No. You showed his entire like a big message thread between you and him. Through I don't
think it wasn't me and him. It was me and somebody else who somebody else shared his message with me. But yeah, I shouldn't have shared that either. It's fucking stupid. Didn't need to. He was I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into it, but yeah, if I know who you're talking about, and I probably shouldn't have shared that either. I think it turned out that message, that Facebook message thread might have been faked too. I didn't really know people could do that back then.
Yeah, so.
But I think somebody went in and edited it because I don't know. Yeah.
It's uncomfortable now a little bit. It's a little bit
for
hard.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm very comfortable.
Okay, cool.
Andy, people make mistakes, right?
Me too. I make mistakes every day.
Yeah, I shared that shit because the guy was faking videos. And
I shared that because some guy lied about me.
Yeah. We can. I shouldn't have shared.
So we are allowed to share things if people lie. Is what you're saying?
No, I'm not. I'm saying
when
I shared it, it was a mistake and I shouldn't have done it.
I don't put words in your mouth.
That's why I corrected it.
You're gonna kill that table.
Fun. This has been a fun conversation.
So Billy, what do you think? What's your thoughts on the whole sitch?
Again, if somebody's fucking with you or lying about you or whatever, and you can easily prove it is not the case, I don't see the fucking issue with doing so.
There's this weird
really
politeness.
weird to me.
It's
Yeah,
like
they're
people
fucking
are
people
polite
on the
about
internet,
that.
right? You know, like, oh no, my YouTube friends.
But they're
the
not
guys
even
in the Twitter
friends.
club aren't gonna like me anymore. Like, what the fuck are
Yeah.
you talking about?
I'll never get my blue check mark now.
Holy
I
shit!
don't
And I
think
mean,
those things are related.
I don't. I guess I'm from a different fucking part of the internet. I don't. I don't fucking know, man.
Well, yeah, but that's okay, right? I mean,
What's okay?
I'm not saying you can't have your opinion. I don't share.
And I'm not saying you can't have yours. I'm giving you my
Yeah.
opinion on your opinion on my opinion. See, it's like the commentary community used to be, a commentary on a commentary on a commentary, but we switched it up a little bit. Now
Yeah,
we've
now
got
we
a
gotta
live
go.
chat and viewers.
Yeah, we have to Inception commentaries. So nobody thinks that it's. I mean, so there nobody would agree that. I don't know how many people are even on here. I'm not watching the screen, but nobody would agree that when you're Skyping somebody that there's any unwritten rule there that you know.
I
This is
wouldn't
kind of
agree
private.
that no,
I
no.
assume
When
that
someone's
everything I
lying
say-
about you, I think that all bets are off when someone lies about you.
Okay.
I assume that every private conversation I have with somebody is going to be published eventually. That's
Yeah,
my
you do
mindset.
come from a different school, though. You come from like an era. I'm just, an era of fucking Gamergate and doxing and all that shit. So I'm
And
not surprised you
trusting
feel that
people
way.
on the
The
internet
era
is-
of sounding the
It's hard to
alarms
think
over
you do.
everything.
I don't fucking trust shit. You said earlier too, you thought I was just sticking up for my friends. Listen, I like blood sports, and Tonka and Andy are okay and stuff, but we're not friends. We're not had sleepovers together and doing barbecues and shit. I don't talk to them on the phone about the girls I like. We're not
Really?
friends. I just watch their streams. Yeah. I've got about 5 people that I would consider online friends that I've known for a decade. So maybe in 10 years, Andy and Tonka and I will go and hold hands at the park, but until then, it's going to be a long fucking wait.
All right.
If we're really friends, we're not going to the park.
Oh, we are going to the park.
God damn.
And you're going to wear your YouTube belt, and we're going to wrestle in front of people and make them think that somebody put acid in our Kool-Aid.
Oh. Look, that's the thing. Like, I've talked to Billy like maybe 12 times ever. Like I hang out with Andy some mornings. We have
So-
some yucks.
Yeah, I feel that. I just think, and maybe I'm not seeing the criticism. I guess I never saw that tweet that Andy mentioned, that you guys are responsible for school shootings. I didn't see that one. But I just had not seen any. I thought my opinion or criticism was extraordinarily fucking light. And I just
Yeah, I
never
know.
said.
You went in there and cupped his balls before you said what you thought.
I went soft.
But my point of my
I
video
like Andy.
was I see a influx of criticisms from multiple different angles. I never said you said the school shooter shit. That was fucking Jeff Holiday and Mundane Matt and what's the other fucking one?
They're a
Cult of
good
Dusty.
Yeah, Cult of Dusty. They're a little
Doing
cringier than you.
just retarded shit.
Is
And
it
then you
Cult
got
of-
people
that guy's
you
still
got
making
people like
videos.
Sofane, I think, David Sherratt. Who's that fucking guy chick that gives you a lot of shit, Andy? Teresa something? What the fuck's his name? Andy.
Theron Meyer.
Theron.
I think that's
Theron.
it. Yeah.
Theron Meyer, a bunch of other people that fucking like, oh, you're platforming Nazis and the world's gonna end. Then you got Mouthy Buddha, who I still can't wrap my fucking head around him talking about mean comments in the chat.
I thought you
like-
guys ironed it out, though. Didn't you?
I'm not these guys. I'm giving my opinion
No,
in the
no,
video
I mean,
as,
I
as a
thought
viewer.
I thought you like directly criticized him and he responded. Did I not see that thread? Mouthy Buddha?
Has Mouthy Buddha responded?
Well,
Mouthy Buddha. Has he
backpedaling
responded?
isn't a resolution. It just means that, well, now not only did you say some bullshit, but you're spineless too.
Yeah, but people can change their minds sometimes, can't they?
So
Is-
to get back on my point,
Go ahead.
I look at this as something I like to watch. I like watching people be autistic on the internet. I like watching spurgs flinging shit at each other. That's my goal. That's what I like. So I want to help facilitate that. So when I see
Yeah.
people coming in from the fucking bleachers with their opinions on how things should be run or how they could be better served, that just seems like they want to soften it up, shit it up, and make it uninteresting. Then I don't get to watch people be autistic fucks on the internet for my own goddamn amusement. It's a purely selfish goal on my part.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I think that's totally admirable. I think I said you're either friends with them or you just like the show. Maybe I didn't word it right, but I would do the same thing. I'm unaware of people saying you need to deplatform people. I don't see that stuff. So, I mean, I think that's stupid. I mean, you should have on whoever the fuck you want.
Yeah, the criticism was either you shouldn't bring on the guests that you're bringing on, or you should bring on better people to counter them. But
But
the
they don't come
problem
on.
is The only ones that have accepted would be Sargon of Akkad, Styx Hexenhammer when they did the debate with Spencer. You had Tariq Nasheed when he went up against Jared Taylor.
That was unbelievable.
And I
couldn't even believe that happened.
The liberalist stream that JF had done, where I don't know their names, but it was a guy from like the Discord or the Reddit or whatever, but they came on. So aside from that, but all the people talking all this shit about, oh, this needs to be shut down, it's terrible, and giving their bullshit reasons, none of them want to come on. So
who do you think they want on the left?
I don't know, but what I find amusing is if race realism and the alt-right, the ones they're focusing on when they give these criticisms, if they're such shit, if they're so fucking stupid and easily beaten and made fools of, then what is the risk of coming on and doing just that? I mean, the internet exists. You talk about gotcha culture. Well, wait, you talk about gotcha culture, but that's like a founding principle of what YouTube is. I'd say 80% of the videos that exist on YouTube are gotchas in one way or another. And that's not a political alignment. That's not left or right or center. That's everybody. That's just how we function. So I don't see how these YouTubers saying they don't want to do this when they subsist, when they exist just for that sole purpose. It strikes me as a little bit disingenuous.